Hey everyone, this morning we are going to talk about section 2, just the Google Slides. So right now I have the section 2 Google Slides, or the section 2 directions up on my screen. And you guys know that you can have multiple tabs open at the same time. Sorry, I'm trying to adjust my little camera here. You can have multiple pages open at the same time. So today for section 2, we are only going to focus on the Google Slides. So if you have your section 2 page open, and that's in Google Classroom under the International Affairs section 2 notes. So if you open that up and you scroll all the way to the bottom, here is the section 2 Google Slides piece. Okay, so you are not starting a new Google Slides presentation. We're going to add on to this, and I'm going to show you how to do that. But let's kind of get in our mind what exactly you're going to be adding. So we're going to add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 slides. Okay, so here's how I'm going to access my my Google Slides presentation. I'm not going to go through Google Classroom for this. So in a new tab, I am going to go to my Google Drive. If it wants to open, goodness, there we go. So I'm going to go to my Google Drive, and you're going to see lots of folders in my Google Drive. But here's my PowerPoint, and all of your Google Slides presentations have the first part's been graded and returned to you. All right, so here's what I've got so far. And remember, we talked about how you can copy and paste a slide. So I have my first 3 slides done from section 1, and then here is my next blank slide. And I think we said, there were 10 slides we need to add. So here's how I can add this. And remember, you set your Google Slides so that they have the same background for each. So if I click on this, you see how it's highlighted in orange, and I hit Control C, that copies it, and then Control V will paste. It will paste multiples. So I'm actually going to paste 11 of them so that I have an extra one that I can paste and add more to. And at any point, pause the video so that you can do this as I'm doing it with you. So I've added 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I'm going to stop there because I need 10 slides. So all my slides have the same background. And when you touch the top one or click on the top one, whichever one is highlighted in orange, that is the current slide you are working on. Okay, so I've added the slides, so now I just have to drop the information on them. So going back to my document that tells what has to be on them, the first slide has to be a political map with a caption. Okay, so I'm going to open a new tab, and in Google, I'm going to type in political map of Denmark. Okay, and it's going to give me a lot of images. You can choose any of them. So if I choose this one, because it's got some good color in it. So a political map, the purpose of a political map is to show the country with major cities. So I'm going to right click, I'm going to copy the image, and then I'm going to go back to my Google Slides, and I'm going to right click, I'm going to paste the image. Okay, now that for me, that's a good size. So I'm going to actually leave it that size. But now I have to add a caption, right? So I'm going to come right up here where this little box with a T in is in, and I'm going to bring it back over here, and I'm going to make a text box. Okay, that's what that's for. And you can see there's a little cursor in there. I'm going to change my color to white because that way it shows up. So now I need a caption. Now, if I just put, this is a political map of Denmark, that really doesn't tell me anything about it. Plus, my map already says political map up here. So my caption needs to explain the map in some way. So I'm going to type this political, ooh, I can spell today, political map of Denmark shows major cities of the country. Done. Okay, now I can adjust where I want to put that typing. That's fine. It doesn't matter. So that one's done. Okay, I can go back to my checklist and check off that I've done the political map. You're going to do the same thing with physical map, time zone map, and then you can pick a map of your choice. Okay, so there's lots of different types of maps. There's elevation maps. There are, oh goodness, there are all different kinds of maps. So you get a choice on a map, but for each of your captions, you need to explain what the map is showing. Okay. Next, I'm going to skip down a little bit. After the maps, you have a pictures of the natural vegetation, okay, with a slide. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to go up here and I'm going to type in natural vegetation of Denmark. Now, here's what I'm going to tell you. You really do need to be careful when you're searching natural vegetation of Denmark. Okay, so here it gives me some information. It gives me some pictures that show what the land is like. When you click on images, you just have to be careful of what pops up. I actually am going to click on here because Britannica is a really, really good site. It's a really safe site. So there's some animal, we want to look specifically at vegetation, and they may not have a picture on here, and that's okay. This is agriculture. There's some more animals. Britannica is going to be a great, great resource for you if you're looking for information. Let's see. Oh, I guess I could have come over here to the side and looked at what's over here, but I didn't, and that's okay. All right, so I'm going to go back. Maybe. My computer is not wanting to behave. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and click on images. You just have to be really, really careful with what you see, what pictures you have, and you want to make sure that they are representative of your country. So I'm actually going to use this picture of the North Sea. This shows a lot of great plants that are in the country. So I'm going to copy the image. Plus, we have some extended family that have a cabin up on the North Sea, which is really cool. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm skipping around a little bit just so you have an idea of what needs to be on the slides. So here is my photo. And then again, I'm going to add a text box. Now, I'm not going to just say this is a picture of the natural vegetation of Denmark. You need to actually tell what some of the plants are. So I might say a few of Denmark's possessive, natural growing plants are, and then tell 2 or 3. If you have struggled with finding what those are, go research it some. So I'm back on Britannica and I can look over here. And right here, there's a whole thing on plant and animal life. Okay, so I can say that it has deciduous forest. It has oak trees, elm trees, linden and beech trees. Those are all things I can put in my caption. So you use Britannica. Britannica is going to be a great resource for you. Okay, I'm going to go back over here to this. Okay, so you're going to do you can do more than one picture of vegetation if you want to do specific pictures, but your minimum is 1. Same thing with natural wildlife. Do the same thing. Pictures of major landforms and waterways. This is like, does your country have mountains? So if your country has a mountainous area, you want to add a picture of that mountain from your country. Denmark is on a peninsula. So one thing I will add on that slide, on major landform slides, are the major waters around it, like the North Sea. The North Sea is one of the biggest waterways. So that's what I would put on my slide. And then your last slides, the major cities, you're going to have a slide with a picture of each major city. So I'm going to look up a picture of Copenhagen, and I'm going to do a slide that has a picture of Copenhagen, and then your caption needs to be a fact about Copenhagen. So telling us, the caption needs to tell us what the city is, and then an interesting fact you found about that city. So I'm going to post my finished slides so that you have them as a reference. Don't forget to ask questions. You are only doing the Google Slides today, and they're not due until 4 o'clock Monday. So you have some time, okay? And hopefully this won't take you very long, because you're really just copying and pasting pictures and writing a sentence for each of those pictures, okay? Once you have those slides all done, you're going to resubmit them through Google Classroom, okay? And in my how-to videos, the how-to video section that I'm posting, I have a video in there that says how to add to Google Classroom, because it's going to be added as a different section. Okay, if you have any questions, message me and I will answer those questions for you. Okay, see you guys later.